First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. It's good. James has got his first basket.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
The shot by Curry, no good.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
Arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed. But they recover it. They kick it out to Green. Golden State moving the ball around. Thompson with the bucket.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Fry, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
High post shot. Curry with another miss.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
The Warriors have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Top of the key. Here's Bogut, and he goes in for the dunk.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up, pigeon.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Mozgov's checked in, and then for Golden State, Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes, and it's Livingston in for Steph Curry.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Irving attacking. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs and in the max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
Azili's checked in for the Warriors. Barbosa comes. In for Thompson. And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. I see, in fact, that you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
Kevin, that's an elite club to be in. Only the true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance.
Here is Barbosa. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Iguodala gets the bucket.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Pass to Dellavedova. Puts it up. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Here's Shumpert. Misses from close range. Warriors trail by 6. To the middle. Mozgov with the block. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Fry dishes to Mozgov. And that one's good.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Spates. Excellent D there from Mozgov. No luck. And And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range, he told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
Anywhere 5-6 feet out.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry, and tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Really, it's always a positive when you can get some impact off your bench.
Always nice to have firepower coming from the reserves, and they've had firepower and then some so far.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. Klay Thompson and Brandon Rush at the 2 and 3. And it's Clark in at the 5. The Cavaliers leading by 8.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
And now it's a double-digit lead. Smith's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Cavs. Out to Thompson. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. And LeBron with the clear.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. And here is James after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. To the paint. It's deflected. The 3 will get the pass to Rush. Green kicks to Thompson. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Thompson's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Warriors. Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Golden State. Curry comes in for Ian Clark. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Stephen Curry. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Warriors.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They're crashing the offensive glass hard, too. I mean, they've dropped in several second-chance baskets.
And I really have always felt Draymond Green was one of those unique players. I mean, he kind of a tweener in terms of that small forward, power forward at only 6'7". But he's got toughness. The long arms enable him to defend bigger guys. And also the basketball IQ. You can never discount the importance of understanding what you're doing when you're on the floor.
They retain possession. Here's LeBron. No good. Great D that time from Green. Here's the Warriors with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Here's Shumpert. And it's sent back by Bogut. Here's Barnes. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas. And with Draymond Green, he can defend inside. He can cover on the perimeter. I mean, his versatility at both ends of the floor also a huge asset. And you can't have a higher basketball IQ than he does. It really helps him excel at all facets of the game.
Guys, just watching Kevin Love, he brings so much to the table. But if you had to pick one thing Clark, it might be the rebound.
I agree with you. I mean, he's not super athletic, doesn't blow you out of the water with his athleticism, but a few seasons back, this guy averaged 15 rebounds a game.
That ties the game. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Irving. And the shot is good.
And guys, you look at what makes Love such a prolific rebounder. Great anticipation. I mean, he has the broad shoulders to create space in the paint, the strong anchor to hold his position. It's no wonder he's been a dominating force on the glass at every level since high school.
Smith checked in for Cleveland. And the Warriors also making a change. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Steph Curry. Here's Livingston. Smith with some nice D. Cavaliers are gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field.
You know, regarding Kevin Love, he had a number of difficult transitions to make last season. Most of all, perhaps on the offensive glass. He averaged less than 2 a game after averaging 3 or more a game every other season.
And again, no good by Golden State.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
The feed to Irving. And Tristan Thompson on the bucket with the assist by Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game. Barbosa for 3. The shot no good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. .107 left in the first half of basketball.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Free throw drops for Barbosa. Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
Warriors trail by 4. Here's Iguodala. There's that killer two-handed slam.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Passes to Mozgov. 13 feet away. Tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup. Fry's got 6.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting them get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it, the fast break chance. Off on the layup.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Here's Irving. That's good. 13 points in the game.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little...
And that does it for the...
Yes, Kevin.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 13 points, 4 assists, and 1 block. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, they called the right plays, and then they executed them. Great job in the first half. That's why they were so efficient, and they shot so accurately. The defense threw a number of different looks at them, but they were always prepared because they were cool, calm, and efficient.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, their poor rebounding is really hurting them. It hasn't killed them on the scoreboard yet, but they need to pick it up. This is a game they can win. If they come out hustling in the second half, they can win.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Just absolute domination in this one for Thompson. 16 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Well, when he's squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
LeBron James is out there with J.R. Smith. Then there's Irving. Then it's Thompson, and it's Love in at the 4 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Thompson with the bucket.
I really hope he doesn't try that move again. It worked the one time, but he's not the guy to be working the crossover.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role, didn't let the move bother him, and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Here's Thompson. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
No good from Irving. Well, for Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's 6th Man of the Year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor.
Come on, Shumpert's checked in for J.R. Smith.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Curry with the 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Warriors trail by 4. Here's Bogut. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Brandon Rush is checked in for Harrison Barnes. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. LeBron against Curry. The shot, no good. Good D by Thompson. The Warriors have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. And the Warriors miss again.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, G8, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. And the Warriors making a change here. Clark's checked in.
And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in the league. And really, he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
And it's sent back by Bogut. And stolen by Love. Outside Irving. And Shumpert kicks to Thompson. Cleveland moving the ball around. It's stolen by Bogut. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And Brandon Rush slams it in.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And that's how you flip the script in terms of momentum right there.
Well, Kevin Love, and we've kind of gone over some things in Minnesota with Greg, but Clark, Kevin Love probably wasn't long for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it was time for fresh scenery, and that's why the Cavs offered up the house, including Wiggins, who eventually became Rookie of the Year, for the chance to get Love. If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Rush, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that. How about the hands on display there around the basket? I mean, he does not let those opportunities slip away, and that allows the lead to grow.
2 summers ago, all anyone could talk about was LeBron James and the return to Cleveland.
I mean, you couldn't write that stuff, Kevin. I mean, it was unbelievable, the storyline. I mean, after all the acrimony between LeBron and the ownership as well as the fans, But you know what? He said it best. He truly is back where he belongs.
He's home.
Yes.
He's home.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Allen's position, you could see the frustration on his face. Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
And here we go. Fast break. James has got...
It's as if the defense just let it go.
He'll thank them for that because he got a chance to perform a little razzle-dazzle on that one.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Iguodala no good. The Cavaliers leading by 8. And James gets it to go on the assist by Shumpert. 16 points for LeBron.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Now Cleveland moving it up. LeBron leading the charge. Draymond Green pulls it in.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Here's Spates. And nothing is falling for him right now. Inside, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
Smith checked in for Iman Shumpert. Golden State also making some changes. Ezeli's checked in for Spates. Harrison Barnes comes in for Green. And Curry subbed in for Leandro Barbosa. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Not doing them any favors with those kinds of errors.
Especially now, Greg, with every possession being so crucial.
And stolen by Barnes. And now Barnes running the floor all by himself. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
That's really how they're going to get back into this game, trim the lead. I mean, play tough defense, force some turnovers, and then push it to the other end.
And, Clark, those steals allow you to play in the open floor.
We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, landing it back at Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
You know, one of the basic fundamentals in basketball is the ability to box out. He's got that down pat.
And as we end the third quarter, welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. The Cavaliers leading by 11. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Bogut out there with Iguodala. And it's Barnes in at the 3. He dialed that one up from long distance. And that's now 8 points for Steph Curry.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Here's Dellavedova. Great D that time from Iguodala. Warriors trail by 8. Puts it up from 7. And Irving pulls it down. And the Cavaliers with possession here. Here's Thompson, and Thompson sends it back. Love, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 10.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Dellavedova dishes to Thompson. Rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got his 6th rebound on the night. Barnes passes to Iguodala. Golden State moving it around. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors.
And, guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength.
Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
The Cavaliers leading by 5. Dellavedova kicks to Thompson. And that one's good. Here's Curry. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Thompson against Thompson. Outside Irving. Back to Thompson. Inside. And Love throws it down.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
It's stolen by Green. And, oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. Throws down off the coast-to-coast drive.
Such a huge play, guys. I mean, that's a 4-point swing possibly. Tremendous steal and conversion right there.
And with the game literally hanging in the balance, a play like that is an igniter. That's where momentum can become a game changer.
Stolen by Thompson. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Dellavedova. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds.
Cavaliers ball.
Last touch by Green. It's stolen by Green. And it's the Warriors on the break. And the shot is good. And now just a 1-point Cavalier lead.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Golden State's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Irving attacking, feeds it to Thompson. The pass to Smith. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And it's a 5-point Cleveland lead.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. His message, don't even look at the score right now. We've got to make one play at a time and execute. That's how we'll take this thing home. Kevin, he's trying to keep them focused.
The drive by James. The shot no good. Good D by Thompson. Warriors trail by 5. Here's Iguodala. A second chance effort, and it's laid in by Bogut.
They need to try to find some more opportunities here in the second half. They've not been as active on the offensive glass.
Kicks it to Thompson. It's stolen by Green. It's Thompson off the drive. Hits the target from 18 feet. Thompson's got 11 in the second half.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Dishes it to Smith. To the paint. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Warriors have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12. They double-team Kerr. It's deflected. Iguodala kicks to Kerr to tie it up. Warriors the rebound.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way. It doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
The drive by James.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Now here's Curry from deep, and the rejection by James. It's stolen by Smith. Pass to Love from deep. They get the rebound. Irving with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively, and he commits the intentional foul. Barnes, he's checked in for Golden State.
Harrison Barnes.
And that's an intentional foul.
It's been a solid outing for LeBron. 18 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it's easy at that end of the floor.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
Here's Curry with the three. Connects. And now they trail by just 4.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game. Here's Golden State.
Time running low here.
A quick score, Greg, and then probably foul him right away. Certainly that shot's well within his range.
I would hope so.
And especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin. Everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
And, guys, they've put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
No good with the elbow jumper. And an intentional foul right there. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line for 2.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're down by 8. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And look, this one's out of reach. I don't know what they're thinking with this timeout.
Neither do I. I mean, maybe they're going over their plans for after the game. Who knows? But let's just get out of here.
And it's good.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
We see the Cavaliers get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But Clark, in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, you know, it looked like for a moment there the outcome was in doubt. But give them a lot of credit for hanging tough, persevering, and finishing strong.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Will LeBron?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. That third quarter was his, and he did not hesitate to exert his will. And Kenny, you had some words earlier while the game was going on. What do you think?
He was doing some serious battling with the bigs down low. He's not afraid to go hard to the rack wherever he had the chance. He doesn't care about their size. He's going in there, and he's going in there often. I think he caught him off guard with that aggressive behavior.
We all know, anytime you got LeBron James on the floor, he's going to bring that will to win. He has so many tools in his arsenal he can throw at you, not to mention his defense.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.